выпустил, поэтому дверь была не заперта.
Hey guys, this is Asta back for another what if. This is gonna be what if. This is gonna be a new what if on the channel, and this is gonna be what if, one of the what ifs that was requested for me to do. I've decided to do this one first because it's easier, and I haven't figured out how to do the other one yet. So I'm gonna try and make it more realistic for the other one, but I need to figure out how to do that one. So I'm doing this one first. This is gonna be what if Asta had the solo leveling system from the solo leveling manga. So let's get into the video. All of Asta's childhood and most of his teens go the same until he accepts that he, instead of having no magic, he has like small, very tiny amount of magic. So he can barely move a cup with his magic. That's how weak it is. So he still works on his body and try to improve his magic. By the time he's 16, his magic is able to move like a mid-sized box, about 10 by 10 centimeters. So it's gone stronger, but it's not that strong. And his Grimoire ceremony comes in, and Yuno still gets the 4-leaf clover, and Asta's is a 4-leaf. Asta gets a 4-leaf Grimoire as well, which is blue and has some sort of game like icons, like a mouse and TV screens and like buttons from our world. Asta's first spell is when he opens a grimoire, a screen pops up in front of him, and his first spell is basically not air bullet, I mean psychokinesis, which in the description it says which allows to increase his which allows him to move objects that are far away, and he has his stats as well. It shows that his strength, speed have already been he's got like 13 strength already, and speed, and in endurance. So he basically is pretty strong to start off with physically, but his magic is really low, and he looks at his other stats, and he sees a bar with his health, which is green, and it has like 1000 out of 1000, and his next is his MP or mana, which is 10 out of 10. So when he uses his first spell, it gives him, he can use like he can move a medium-sized object. It doesn't and not that heavy, like 20 kg amount. He can move that, and it would cost him uh, 9 out of 10 mana, so which is pretty low. And his first three objective is to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 100 push-ups. I said push-ups twice. Sorry, and 10,000 kilometer run, which he does the kilometer run, then he does the push-ups and sit-ups and squats, which gives him 3 points and a special item, which he opens the special item. It gives him a key to a E rank dungeon, and he puts his 3 points in increasing mana. So after the 3 points, after adding the 3 points, he gets 25 mana, and he's able to move large objects like up to 50 to 80 kg. This is in the first hour, and then he hears those nobles scream, and he rushes to Yuna's help. He rushes to the scream, and he sees the guy with the chains, and he has Yuna's Grimoire, which makes him really angry, and he uses telekinesis to basically pick up the guy and throw him into a wall, which knocks the guy out, and Yuno gets his Grimoire back. And the guy, after Yuno gets his Grimoire back, guy wakes up and stabs Asta behind on his back with his chains, and a window pops up in front of Asta. The new objective: defeat the disgraced knight, and you get 2 points, and may get a special reward depending on the time you take. So he pretty much he and Yuno combine their strengths and beat the guy up, and the quest is complete, and he gets the points, which he still puts in mana. And after he puts in his mana, the points increase his mana to 35. So he notices that the mana is increasing by 5 for now, and the since they pretty much defeated him under a minute, and Asta gets a legendary a new spell, which is called a legendary boost, which boosts Asta's regular strength and attack power by 10 for 10 seconds. So it basically adds 10 points to everything, including intelligence. So as Asta is when Asta is finished with this, and they go back to the church, they both show off their grimoires, and Asta says that I've gone really strong and stuff like that. He shows off, and as soon as he gets back to the church, first thing he says, "Sister Lily, will you marry me?" with the reaction being the usual, with a holy fist of love, and they have a hot potato party. And after, when the next morning, they both go out to train for like a day, and Asta does his daily chores, and he basically does everything that he needs to, and he does he he has no strength, so he does strength training, and he looks at the key and he reads the description, and it says if you enter the dungeon, um, you'll be able to defeat a lot more. You'll be able to defeat monsters, and the time may flow differently to the normal world. So he goes and tells the church if he this is how in the middle of the afternoon, and he's completed all his chores. He tells the church if he doesn't come back today, he will be back in a couple of days. He just need to practice something. So he goes to his usual place, and no, he goes to the dead demon, and he opens the key. He uses the key to enter the dungeon, and a door appears, and he opens it, and he enters. And this is where I'm gonna be ending off today. Thank you guys for listening. Bye.